Hi, it's Jody from the local farmers market. Today we're going to be going through gazebo safety and accessories. So let's get started running through how to safely set up your gazebos and what equipment to use. So basically, Sussy's gone through and put his weight and peg on his guesstimated where each leg of the gazebo is going to go. Once you've gone through and put your weights and pegs down where each leg of the gazebo is going to go, you can see that Sussy's stepping under the gazebo here and he's pushing up from the centre to open up the gazebo. These are Austrail gazebos, the Deluxe 3.0. At a minimum, you need to be trading with us with a commercial heavy duty or a deluxe gazebo. Your gazebo frame should be designed to comply with Australian building codes for temporary structures. The most suited frames are heavy-duty marquees weighing around 20 to 30 kilos. As you can see, Sussy is keeping one hand on the gazebo at all times to keep it safe. To be approved to trade at our markets, you must be using steel spiral pegs. If you need to know where to buy these from, please reach out. You will need to confirm that your canopy on your gazebo meets strict US fire retardant standards and has engineering approval. This is especially important for all food vendors that are cooking underneath their gazebos. Now Sussy is moving on to making sure the gazebo is tied down using the guy ropes. On each leg of your gazebo, if you are using these spiral pegs, which at our markets is compulsory, you are required to have 15 kilos of weight per leg. Those that are in the process of swapping from the drill screw-in pegs to the spiral steel pegs that we've recommended, you will require 20 kilos of weight per leg with the drill screw-in pegs. As Sussy makes his way around the gazebo, he is making sure all of these clips are attached onto each side of the support bar of the frame. These are very important. They are not there for decoration. They're there to reinforce the frame and to also make sure that your gazebo canopy stays on the gazebo. You must ensure all clips and Velcro is attached to your gazebo frame. Now, a few other things that I was going to mention. Let me just make sure I'm running through everything. So you've got all four sides of your canopy down. You've got your ropes all tied down to your weights. Now, there's a few different weight options. You can get creative. As long as you've got that weight, you can use dumbbells. You can use gym weight plates. You could use water drums like we've got. You can use sandbags. It needs to be 15 or 20 kilos like I mentioned. Now, to increase weight, if you mix water and sand, that's actually going to increase the weight. So in a lot of these drums, if you want to pour some sand in there plus the water, or if you've got smaller bottles but to make them heavier, mix sand and water. Another option that you've got, these are actually weight plates for gazebos. So they insert over the plate at the bottom, on the bottom of the leg. Now, again, 15 kilos if you're using spiral pegs, 20 kilos if you're using the straight twisty pegs. Straight thread pegs that you drill in. Pegs that you are not allowed to trade with. Dead straight pegs. Pegs that have no thread, pegs that have no grip. The pegs that actually come with these gazebos, they are not going to hold your gazebos down. If you have these at our events, you will not be able to trade. Now, I wanted to go through a few accessories. So there's a few things that you can do to prepare yourselves for all weather conditions. Obviously, we're pop-up markets. We're up against the elements. We've got rain, shine, the sun, heat, wind. All of these sorts of things you need to be able to control to protect your stock or to protect yourselves under your gazebos. Now, a common one thing that's really important, if you ever tie down onto the person next to you, whether you're securing poles, whether you're using gutters, which I'll show you in a minute, ensure that the person that you're attaching to is safely tied down. Okay, these are some of the accessories that you'll be able to use for your gazebos. So, we've got walls. This is going to protect you from wind. This is going to give you some privacy. Some people like to have try-on areas in their gazebos for people with clothing stores. Some people would like just to be able to have a bit of privacy from neighbours or block the sun, block the wind. So basically, Oztrail do these solid walls. They also do mesh walls, and they also do window walls. So that was a solid wall. You've then got a mesh wall, and then you've also got the window wall. My advice, anytime you use them, if it has been raining, hang them out to get them to dry. Hang them on a clothes rack when you get home, or your washing line. All of these I bundle in the wash to be able to give them a wash from time to time. Another accessory that's going to come in handy are gutters. When you've got your neighbour and you might want to protect your stock, or to be able to have no dribbles coming between the gazebo, no raindrops, you can actually use a gutter. Now again, between you and your neighbour, you need to make sure that both of you are secured down 150%. 4 pegs, 4 weights, just to make sure that nobody's gazebo is going to go flying and yours will go with it. So basically these gutters are great. These are found at Tent World. Their brand is Oztrail. They've got a downpipe at the end which you can place away from your gazebo. And they're fantastic. They're very handy accessories to have. You can also get things like awnings. You will often see that we've got an awning. It has 2 bars that attach onto your gazebo. The awning's great for shade. Customers will run under there if it's raining. It just gives customers a little bit more comfort, and it also offers you a bit more shade over your stall, depending on the actual angle of the sun. It's great to be able to protect your stock. I will just run through with you quickly how to attach your gutter onto the gazebo. As you can see, we attach the hook on the gutter to the eyelet on the gazebo, and we went between the frame and the actual canopy. We do the same on both sides. Then you go back to the middle and you attach all of the Velcro along the side. And the middle bar, you can attach the actual Velcro strap. And lastly, you can attach the downpipe to the leg of your gazebo, facing the downpipe away from where you're sitting. Just like you did with the gutter, you can attach the hook from your wall onto the eyelet on the inside of your gazebo. And if you always make sure that you're going between the canopy and the frame to make sure that it joins up correctly. You can then attach all of the Velcro along the top and the eyelets on either side, on either corner. You can then go down the leg of your gazebo and attach the Velcro straps. Something really handy with the walls is you can attach onto your neighbour with the zip on the side of the wall. Now we can quickly run through how to put the gazebo down safely. So as you can see, Sussy is making his way around the gazebo to release all of the guy ropes that are holding onto the weights. As he does this, he will then drop each gazebo leg down to reduce the height of the gazebo. He will then go through and release the clip on each corner and release the side clips on the support bars on each side of the gazebo. He will then start to one by one release each of the screw pegs out of each gazebo leg, and making sure that he doesn't take his hand off the gazebo frame as he makes his way around. Once he has done this, he makes his way to the inside of the gazebo and pushes down on the frame to collapse the gazebo. He then steps outside of the frame. You can lean it onto one corner and it will continue to collapse in. Once he's done this, ensure that you lay down the gazebo on the ground so it doesn't catch the wind.